Do you think that they don't know what they're looking at? Also, just so you're aware, those videos were sent to the police. To the police. Because that's a chargeable offense. Always. The police, Lori. The police. So you can attempt to tell them that it's edited, right? But guess what? They're all over the place now, right? Also, Lori, why'd you get that locker? Why'd you get that locker? See, Lori, you're in a pretty delicate situation, okay? Because for those of you that don't know, Indiana CPS is under a lot of scrutiny right now. Can you imagine why? I'll give y'all one guess. What do you think it is? Hello? One guess. Just one guess. Why do you think that Indiana CPS would be in public trouble? Right. So they're going to make an example out of your bitch ass. That's what they're going to do. All right? Lockbox, because allegedly meds were going stolen. They were being stolen, Lori? Who was stealing them? That's why you got that lockbox. That sucks for you. That sucks for you. She also attempts to tell CPS that those videos that are sent in by very credible people, she attempts to tell them that they're edited. Girl. So let me ask you a question. Do you not think about when you tell them they're edited and they know that they're not, do you not think that they look at you crazy? I'll wait. Do you not think that they're like, huh? Yeah, she's in for a rude awakening. A rude awakening, okay? They are watching her lives, but not because of her. Not because they're her friends. This has gone way above your caseworker's head, Lori. Just so you know. There are multiple agencies involved. So, yikes. You know what I mean? You might want to cling to Boss Lady. Maybe she could help you with an attorney. Hello. So she there's no editing when they see it live. You're absolutely right. And I do want to make my opinion clear. I don't give a shit who kicked the puppy. I don't care. Whoever it was should be charged. And the fact that you get on a fucking TikTok live and ignore and that's why your kids are the way they are. Zero parenting. You are disgusting. Okay? So if you think, hi Dunk, if you think that I give a shit what you say on the internet when I already know what's coming your way, right? I am already well versed in I know, but and there was some questions about that in my comment section, right? The old stuff, she can't be charged for that, right? And if y'all, this has been an ongoing conversation where, what up, Panza? Where I had an open line of communication and had several conversations with the mayor's office, the chief of police, the chief animal control officer, and the city manager. Open line of communication, right? So every time something came up, I shot it to them, right? Oh, they got it. They've had it. They've had a Dropbox file. Imagine that. Imagine that. So every time you did something that was considered neglect, it went right in Dropbox and I just shot them over the link. I love Dropbox. You know what I mean? Super, super helpful in situations like this. And what did I say? She's got to fuck up on camera. Didn't take very long, huh? Now, whether you knew or not, I love Dropbox. Dropbox is my buddy, okay? Whether you knew that that animal was kicked or not, after you knew that that animal was kicked, there should have been some repercussions there, okay? And that is why you're in the position that you're in, because you are not a parent. Okay? You are not a parent. And it sucks for them because you really fucked those kids up. And I promise you, I promise you, DCS knows everything. Okay? Everything. See, you didn't have to come to the internet and say something about the locker, right? You didn't have to come and say anything, but you did. Why? Why didn't you tell the truth of why that locker was given to you, Lori? They absolutely will, Cindy. That's the truth of it. It's sad. I wouldn't know because I'm still waiting. I actually just sent, yeah, that's not true. I promise you. I actually just sent another video from this morning where her kid in the background says, I'm going to beat this dog. That was also sent. See, you never have to worry. If I do something, I will gladly claim that shit. I'm not going to do it and then hide. I'm not going to do that. I want you to know I did it. I want you to know that I am behind the scenes with a group of people making sure that those children will be protected from you. I want you to know that because you don't deserve them. You have caused them enough damage. Period. Full stop. You are a piece of shit. It is sad. And I think it's late, right? You have destroyed those children for years. Okay? Florida CPS. What happened there, Lori? You have had CPS in their entire lives. You think that your caseworker doesn't know? Have all that case history? Is that what you think? You can't be that dumb. You can't be that stupid. But then again, you know what I mean? It is not a flex. It is not a flex. It's I know that she portrays to the internet. Hi, Psycho Bunny. I know that she portrays to the internet like she's not in trouble, but I promise you, she fucking knows. She knows that she's fucked. You think that the courts aren't going to notice that you're scrambling at the last minute to catch up on all the doctor's appointments that you fucking neglected? And I don't know about y'all, but if my kids had a doctor's appointment, okay, I would have taken them, right, and brought them right back to school. You are legitimately proving their case, and you don't even fucking realize it. You don't even realize it. And you think that you should be a fucking parent? Fucking odd. Right, me too. I would either make the appointments early in the morning, drop them off after, or late in the day, and pick them up early, but they stayed in school. You are doing them a great disservice, Lori Jones. And let me fucking assure you, bitch, the fuck? Nobody needs clout from you. Do you think that you're like something special? Is that what you think? Because then you need a 5150 after school, always. Don't get me wrong. There were situations where like I had no choice, but if they were not sick, they went to school. I don't think they do, Shelly. And the people in her chat are doing her a great disservice. Every single one of y'all that claims to be her friend and is not trying, hey, Twisted, and has not said to her, what are you doing? What are you doing? It is not a flex that you have people door dashing your kids' lunch. It's all going to work against you, babe. It's all going to work against you. And you should be smart enough to leave your shit off the fucking internet. But you don't. You can't help it. You have this victim mentality. Hi, Amber. You have this victim mentality where you must make yourself a victim. The only victims here are those children and those pets. You have no business having pets. None. Zero. None. Absolutely not. Right, and like, it's unfortunate because the people that are her friends should be telling her, what are you doing? What are you doing? Christy, I said that in my comments. I said, I can't. Exactly, Taylor. Exactly. And that's why it was mentioned in my email. Okay. That I wouldn't even trust a rock in her care. No. Absolutely not. You're too busy on the internet to discipline your child for kicking a fucking puppy in its face, dude. You got a problem. You have a problem. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I sent in another video. Wait, here we go. What is this one? Is this person, breaking news, you here? Somebody sent me a video I couldn't play. I don't know why. You see it now, Lori? Do you want me to fucking send it to you? Take that kid's phone. Be a goddamn mother.
No, I would never.
I got it. Thank you.
I'm scared. Come in. Oh wait, maybe it's locked. Hey, watch your mouth, bro.
This is why, okay? This is why we're gonna talk about that, Pam. This is why this kid comes to your house. You know that, right?
I'm telling you to come in the door.
Because you're not a parent. Because she knows that she could get over on you. That's why. Just so you know. It's gross. Absolutely disgusting. Yes, send it on Messenger. That'll work. Absolutely disgusting. And you are... Listen, no kid likes strict parenting, right? No kid likes strict parenting. But it's the best for them. Because, listen, kids have to learn consequences. Otherwise, they grow up like you, Lori. And I don't know about you, but I want my kids to be better than I was. Listen, Andy has a group of people collecting every fucking thing she does. Everything, okay? So it's a lose situation for her. And she's not even, Sandy, but it has been. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It has been reported. The CPS system in Indiana is broken. They have lawsuits against them for them not doing their jobs. Right now. Very easy to Google it. You could find it. Very easy. I agree. I will, listen to me. I will be the first person to tell you that I believe that CPS is broken. Okay? I will be the first person to say that. But does the benefit outweigh the risk? Hi, Tuxel Queen. You follow me? She has been doing this to them their entire lives. That's sad. That's awful. And instead of being embarrassed about it, she thinks it's some kind of flex. Hi, what you doing? It's wild to me. It doesn't, like, at her age, she should know better. She should know better. I wish I knew. I really wish I knew. And it's really unfortunate Because guess what? Guess who's going to have to deal with the consequences? One guess. And as parents, she doesn't care. You're right. You're right. She doesn't care. The consequences will be horrifying for those kids. And instead of being conscious of the damage, make no mistake, damage, okay? Thank you. That was another concern that I did bring up to them, is that Sonia. That was another concern that I did bring up, is that she doesn't leave them on leashes. She doesn't have a chance, Karina. Listen, I'm so lucky. My kids are such good kids. They really are. If I were her, I would have, listen, if I had CPS involved, I've said this a million times as well. If I had CPS involvement because of the internet, you'd never see me again. You would never see me again. Because that's where the priority should be. Bam. Exactly. Well, like, and listen. Right, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've said that a million times before, that there's priorities in life. Ohio, I don't know, because I know that they're questioning her on certain things, right? And I know that she's lying to them. And I know that they know that she's lying to them. You follow me? Listen, they have no privacy. They don't. I agree what you're doing. I think that it is, it's what they could do for her as far as benefits go. It's not consequences are coming. I promise you that she's going to have, so not the dancing ones per se, right? But they are watching her. Hi, Luann. So when she comes, when they ask her about something and she said, oh, that's edited. Girl, they know it's not edited. You hear me? They know it's not edited. And they are giving you the rope to hang yourself with, and you just keep walking right into it. How about that? That's crazy. They have proof it's not edited. Exactly. It's and I think she'd be better off saying that as an excuse, to be honest. I agree, Twisted, and I get that, like, I don't talk about my kids like that. Like, I would never get on the internet and tell my kids deepest, darkest shit. Like, that's just fucked. And I heard. And it would be one thing if her kids weren't saying, don't do this. Don't talk about me. But they are. Yeah, it's weird. I do need that as well. If somebody could get that to me. Somebody tags me in it, and I'll go through my mention. I'll get it. I agree, Toxic Queen. It could never be me. You goddamn right. It really is strange to me how this app awful parenting. Hi, Janelle. Lara, no, I didn't curl it. My hair is actually naturally curly. Why? Attention. It all comes down to attention. They don't care if it's good attention or bad attention. They want it. and they don't recognize the difference between how do I explain it? They don't so fucking crazy. Listen, accountability is one of the most important lessons that you will teach your children. And it should be taught at a young age. Scorpio, I know that's right. They gave her a lockbox because she said meds were going missing. With 2 people in the house, the meds were going missing. Also, somebody caught something super interesting, and we're going to talk about it. I want y'all to hear what she says. Hold on. Absolutely. Listen, the first thing I always took, we were talking about it in Psycho Buddies Live this morning, the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. And when it wasn't the phone, it was the goddamn Wi-Fi password. Okay? It was the Wi-Fi password. You want to play games? I'll change the goddamn password. What then? Accountability is really important for children.
Oh, God bless you, baby. Bless you, love.
Listen. Fucked everything up.
Legal problem is parvo and distemper. Parvo can live in the ground for up to 10 years. You do not ever years. Usually it's about 7.
Really?
Yeah, live in the ground up to 10 years. They say 7 pretty much is a guarantee.
I know.
And even vaccinated dogs can carry parvovirus. It just doesn't affect them.
Huh.
So
I agree, Sensimilla. Hi, Pro. I'm sorry. I was trying to run the guy, but there's so many with that name. I need something more.
there's another.
No, the other one that OG was dealing with.
Oh, God. Yep, you can carry it on your shoes. Parvo is one of those things that it's nasty and it is so easy to pick up. Yeah,
Right.
even with the second set, Christina, they can still pick it up. But I tell everybody, like literally, they go nowhere. Nobody comes in your house till at least 2 sets. Third to be safe, plus 2 weeks to let it kick in. But, you know.
Yeah, it's
bad.
listen, I understand that people but at the same time it's the way that the laws are. If anybody wants to start doing allegedly stealing dogs and selling them.
That's a big thing now too. They're taking dogs and waiting for owners to post rewards.
Yeah. But this has a history of
Flipping.
P3DO.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
God.
But there's no mugshot photo. But maybe I can. Oof, he's got a fucking record in it. when I and certain can't do it in time.
I'll be here.
Is anybody confused that I called who I called regarding?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta do it after live. I can't stay focused.
I
Because what that was
Ho, ho, ho.
look at them. Oh,
100%.
I do have a question quick, and then I'm going to jump down. Accusations against a couple of the people about unaliving. And with him making the accusation of flattening and unaliving the whole entire town, going door to door, isn't that a terrorist threat?
Terroristic threatening.
Why haven't they arrested him for that? They've gotten the videos.
They didn't talk to the right people.
Well, they went to her police department and contacted his police department and the control officer.
dealing with here. And they literally would lock him up on a mental hold because they'd arrest him for some sort of assault, put him on a mental hold for 3 days, and then out he went. I'm not kidding you. This is 15, 20 times.
That's crazy.
All right, I gotta take my puppy out. I'll be watching.
Go.
I know here the police department can step in and say it's classified as a nuisance house after you've
No,
had 3 calls.
that's absolutely terroristic threatening. That should cause some movement.
That's what I thought.
Well, 100%. Because you can't take the risk in what if. Hi, Dorlinda.
At least between my chest. What you Oh, let me just fill this up more. Hold on.
You gotta speed her up because I cannot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers think I'm worried about what the fuck they do, what they say. I don't motherfucking give a fuck.
Girl,
Okay.
first and foremost, let me assure you that the only person that is worried here is you. Okay? Because guess what? I'm going to end this live and I'm going to make a subscription only video. And guess what? This app won't exist to me until I fucking open it again. Okay? You rely on this app for validation, attention. I don't. I had things in my real life to get that from. Different. Okay? Different.
We're cleared on that part. But just know
It's not me. I don't know what.
blame somebody else when we know it was you. Again, not fucking scared.
Who blames somebody else? Who?
I will.
Did anybody, thanks Kiki, did anybody get the idea that I was blaming anybody?
Okay, I'm trying to make sense. So she's coming on basically addressing this, saying that you're trying to deflect. Is that?
Yeah, I guess say.
Not one bit fucking scared at all. Okay? Okay. Yeah, well, don't worry what I do.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm
Like I
trying
said,
to speed it up.
You heard what I said. Oh, excuse me.
Uh-huh. I agree. Talks to Queen.
It's okay. Oh, just let
Listen
that
to what
slide in
she
there.
says.
Oh, God bless you, baby. God bless you, love. God bless you, child. Damn, we fucked everything up. Hey, no chewing on her lip.
Faith really fucked everything up.
Now, come on, girlie.
Of
Yeah, tell her,
course.
Brad, tell her, baby. Tell her, sweetness. Oh.
I'm not going to let her build a platform. I'm just not going to do it. So she's got a whole slew of other people talking about her. I don't need to do it.
Damn, bro.
Hi, Carol. How are you?
There we go. We're good.
They all locked, Karina. They're locked.
All right, and then Faith
I see.
needs to as well. So it's up. Come on.
It's doesn't matter, Pam. Damage is done.
Did I put it in the locker?
The damage is done.
You do it something else. It's a silly little rabbit.
She should take some notes. She should educate herself, okay, on the resources of the people that came before her, and every single one ends the same. Remember, you so confidently, prayers to you, Carol, you so confidently sat on your platform and said you were different because you had custody of your kids for how long, bitch?
What the fuck? Babe.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. You're a good boy.
What the fuck? I know what's in here. There it is. Right in front of my face. Oh my god.
Rustling? I don't fucking know. What do you want?
Leave it alone, Kitty.
I don't know, JC. Everything is so fucked up right now because of the everything's so fucked up since the restart. It's so fucked.
Good with you with that, princess. Yeah, we're gonna go back outside again before we gotta take off.
I would put them on a leash, maybe clean up after that mess. I don't know.
And, you little sweetheart. You know what?
Where did all your mods go? Where did your mods go? Lori, why you have all new mods?
I feel like you ask that at least once a week.
I do, because they all shuffle through mods. They can't keep
Okay, you're good to go now. I was talking to you. Yeah.
Anybody know how many people are in this live?
There's no owl in here.
Officer, the mayor's officer, and the community something. So,
Well, I don't know if you
It's called
Randy
Dog Patrol.
know much, but I have somebody with one of those titles.
Period.
Wooden ball. Get tired of these motherfuckers. Put him back under the fucking rock. Damn.
Okay,
Now, I got some
Gollum.
sexy clothes to wear
The
outside.
fuck?
Oh, heaven in a cup. Oh my goodness, they always on some bullshit. Oh, you two over here playing tug of war. There you go. That's okay. Keep playing tug of war. Damn, pay this thing.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta do the puzzle thing.
I don't ever sleep.
Clearly.
For sure, girl. That's all. Relax.
Excuse.
That is
They
inner
sure
child.
can. They sure
It's
can.
not like it's you should be kept at a certain level. Because I am given Adderall stimulant
I've
solely
been
for
telling,
stimulant.
I've been telling Psycho Bunny, right? Even in somebody, I was commented, somebody tagged me, stimulants. Somebody tagged me in the video, right? And Andy was in the comments and I commented back to him. I said, do not react. That's the best thing that you could do because she knows
Gray rock.
that she is fucked.
He needs to gray rock her so bad.
Period. And because without him reacting, she's got nothing.
I think she'll get worse. And that's what he
She will
needs.
get worse after the court date. 100%. 100%. I don't know. But then, like, for me, honestly, I would have never been able to show my face on the internet if this was my reputation. I would be fucking mortified.
I would expect you to be like literally,
And that's
literally,
what I'm saying.
you're running over
None
my
of her
iPad.
friends. Oh, that's the video, actually, Crystal Craze. It was the video with the boy. And like none of her friends, if they were her friends, they would be telling her, stop it. Stop what you're doing.
You'd never see me ever again.
Ever again.
I'm pretty sure my iPad would be up my ass so far by you, it would be
Ever
coming
again.
out my throat.
Yeah, but that's what I don't understand. These people that are supposed to be her
Why is-
friends.
Why
Nobody
is her
is trying to help
child
her?
not saying? Why is her kid saying, enough? If I was the fucking kid, I'd change the Wi-Fi password.
If I were the kid, I would probably beat her ass.
You ain't wrong there.
All day. Besides, I gotta take my 2 little precious babies to appointments. But I will make sure I do leave a note on the door. Hey, if you're here looking for me, I will be back.
Oh, they'll find
Promise
you.
that. Promise that. I sure the fuck do promise that. Good morning.
Tammy, you're probably right. Nope. Nope.
Hey, Leah, what is going on here?
Can you
Therapy.
imagine
Just that one.
being a teenager and going over to your friend's house and this is the parent?
There's no maturity whatsoever.
I would be like, no, and immediately leave.
Or something.
Immediately.
Oh, okay. All right.
Facts, Taylor.
Okay. Oh, Lord. A little yappity yap, aren't you?
We're gonna get to that. I think it's coming.
No, Lord, just be quiet. Just be quiet, Lord. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. That's what you gotta do, Lord.
Mine either.
Damn, I can't even see your face. Get the freak up so I can see.
She's digging in a
I can't
dirty
see nothing going on over here.
by the way.
Ooh, maybe. Ooh. You do. Yeah, look, you guys just have that I am very happy of, you know, the way that I did put on. I'm so grateful for it, thankful for it, everything. But let me tell you, buttercup. All right. Damn, you're gonna see my underwear through that though. Damn, I gotta be showing underwear. What is going on with you? Oh, wait a minute. All right, we're gonna do this out right now. Damn, my leg. Yes, that would probably be the proper way to. Okay, so what we're probably these, right?
I'm trying to.
Speaking real to, what are you talking about? You're sorry, friend, if you're not speaking anything real to her.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What
The person in the chat is saying for the people that are your friends, they're not being honest with you so that you know what a fucking idiot you look like.
Oh, there's no reason to understand the shit. Is there? No, there really isn't.
No.
Not at all.
Oh.
Good morning.
Some moron.
How about you guys speak real to yourself in the fucking mirror? How about that? Try that shit for a second. Oh. You know what? I think I might just do that. I keep saying I give a fuck what the next motherfucker gotta say. I should have fucked down. Or who they call or who they. I'd rather fuck it. Oh shit, that's failing. Oops. Yeah, never mind. I think we found what we're doing here.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, so either way, the shirt's
Okay, so
I'm telling you, but this fucking woman across the street is at that dog again. Go ahead. Hold up, I'm about to open this window real fucking quick. I'm not doing this shit. Not today. Okay, got it open.
so she goes out the window and pretends to be a concerned citizen because she saw a dog get zapped with an electrical fence from across the street.
Who the fuck are they to me? Who the fuck are they to me? What a beautiful dog.
Okay. So she's out the window.
A boom, that's it. Fuck. Oh my god. She looking like what the. Why do people do? Oh my goodness, why do people do this shit?
Girl, your daughter kicked a puppy yesterday, right in its shit. Kicked the puppy right in its shit.
Enough
Maybe
to
it can
lift
be a
all
2
four
for 1.
legs off the ground and knock her back a
Legit.
foot or two.
It
Legit.
could be a 2-for-1 stop.
She ain't calling nobody. I promise you.
Baby. Man. Oh, shit. Oh, I know. I already know. I was informed the villain's calling the dog patrol. Paw patrol. And, okay, who's villain to me? She ain't a person. She ain't not to me. So I don't give a fuck what she does.
Doesn't matter who I am if I could provide the evidence of the crime.
Fucking complete stranger gets paid for talking about somebody she don't even fucking know. But it's okay. I do not give a fuck.
Yes.
Oh, actually, hold up. I just got a text. Hold on.
And I don't care who it was that kicked the dog. It's your responsibility. Hold on, I'm trying. Why? Good question. Because she watched her mother do the same? It's a great question. But guess what? It ain't my fucking problem. Not my problem. It ain't my problem who did it. It's not. It's a queen.
Actions have
it's not my problem.
consequences.
Huh?
Actions have consequences.
Every single time. And if you're not going to give the consequences, maybe the police will.
Commit a crime. That's how it works. I
Amen.
thought.
Maybe
Greta
if
said
she
there was a
taught her
video.
fucking kids better,
Greta said-
it would
Sorry.
be better.
Greta said there's a video where Lori kicked a cat. Did you?
There is, but it's an old video, right? So I couldn't be giving these people years old evidence. That's not how they're going to take me as a credible person.
No, I just didn't know if after the fact
Yes.
you also were able to send that.
They're aware that there's a history here.
Okay.
I believe she said on a
100%.
live. I believe she said on a live she stepped on one and killed it.
Right, exactly. No, they are aware that there is a history of neglect and abuse with multiple different animals, because she always, like, where are the animals that she had in the old
Abandonment.
apartment? Where are the animals she had in Florida, right?
Where are the cats that were at Andy's?
And
I'll tell you,
it's-
I've done evictions and I've gone into the property and there's been animals with food cans open and they took their litter box. I don't know why, but there's a little cat with food that they can't even get their head into the can and people think it's okay. So this is the type of class of people we're dealing with.
facts. Me eating Coco, to be honest, I really don't watch her, right? I only really make the necessary moves behind what needs to be done.
I have an update from Scammy Claus Live.
Okay.
I think his name is God. He knows this for a fact. It is.
Oh. I didn't hear you, Pity Boys.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Sonia.
Okay, the county and the state patrol, they are all aware and on the lookout for him to
Okay.
get him, especially seeing how when
Y'all had
he
a
was-
plate, right?
They did.
Yeah.
He was also in a parking lot this morning and he said 7 cops rolled in. And he
It's
said,
only a matter of time.
he said, I've got to go strap up.
You shouldn't have a firearm.
Exactly. Not only that, is one lady was just in the live that lives right down the road. We are praying it has nothing to do with it, but there is a shooting right down where he was. One person.
Please
is
tell
shot.
me you made the police aware that he claims to be armed.
Yes, they do know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they're aware.
But we pray it has nothing to do with him. Because I don't, it would just be a horrible thing. I hope nobody's shot and it's a misunderstanding, but she said that that's what came over the scanner. But they are aware and they are looking for him statewide. So it's
Lori did nothing. That was the live. Hi, Erica. Lori did nothing.
I
Sorry.
just want to let you know I'm going to hop down.
You're good. Thank you, Pity Puss.
Yep.
God, if only they used stripes instead of orange. I need a vacation anyway. I mean,
You and me
3
both.
months.
You and me both. I got the boarding school trials coming up, so I got to go up to Albany and deal with that, and then I'm gonna go shortly after.
Are you
Sweetness.
are you in a good space in your head to go to that trial?
Yeah, we're gonna have, like, we're all gonna split an Airbnb. Listen to me. My kids would have never even fucking thought about it. You hear me?
Nope.
February 19th. My kids would have never even thought about that.
Same.
I missed that. I'm sorry. Is that Chuck? Hi, Chuck. How you doing? I missed that comment.
I checked.
I love Chuck. I don't scroll TikTok, y'all, so I miss, like, my people, you know? But absolutely. Listen to me. Before the chance, if I was even in the same room, okay, before that kid had a chance to connect with that puppy's mouth, she'd have had a problem.
Yep.
She'd have had a problem. People that hurt animals are fucking different. You hear me?
My mother had a saying. She never had to use it, obviously, but she would say, "You will be picking your teeth up off the
Facts.
floor."
Of course.
Yep.
My kids would have never, and I wouldn't have even watched a stranger do that. I would have said to their mother, "Are you going to do something about that?" People,
Now, see,
I don't know who knows how much about psychology, but there's a triad, right? There's a reason why one of those things is hurting animals, okay? Hurting animals, wetting the bed is another one.
Sucking your thumb.
These people that hurt animals grow up to be psychopaths
yep.
Excuse me.
because they don't have empathy.
Well, and it's a power play because they want to have power over something that is innocent. And I'll tell you right now, if I would have witnessed that with one of my stepkids, I can't promise that I wouldn't still be in prison right now.
You can't do. Well, from what I heard, Andy was not happy about it. It's not normal. People that hurt animals, they're not. It's not seen stuff. And I totally think that she knows that her time is coming to an end. And I don't know what she's planning on. How is Tinsley?
She's doing good. We had a little bit of a backslide last week. I think it's because she jumped off of the futon at work because she's extremely dog aggressive. Mm-hmm. So she wanted to go beat up a golden retriever and jumped off the futon and limped really bad for like 2 days. Yeah, but the vet, see, here's what's confusing. The vet's like, well, we've never seen,
I know.
You know, we've never seen overactivity cause limping. I'm like, but she has immune mediated polyarthritis.
Mm-hmm.
If you jam a joint that's already mad, how is that not? She goes, I think it was a flare. And I'm like, I don't know. But anyways, I booked, I'm so nervous. I booked Vegas for March 2nd. And I'm
debating on going to Vegas.
Well, come
April.
out.
It's April.
Well, let me know. I get comps and shit, but I'm taking her. She's never flown. And I'm not telling the hotel she's going because you know what they want to charge?
What?
$150 a night.
For an animal? For a dog?
Yep.
What if she's an ESA?
I don't know.
That might be the way to go.
We're going to pretend that she's not there.
Right. Yeah, well, Shiloh was an ESA, so I got around that.
They're getting a little more strict about it. That's why I didn't want them to because the airlines now, because people were doing that to get all the free shit. Some guy just got mauled by a German Shepherd that was claimed to be an ESA on a United flight, all that stuff. So,
hi, Jersey friend, how are you?
Chancing it was like, I don't want them to put on my account that I've got a dog.
Right. That's
true. They're going to be looking for it. She's going to be with me 9.
I posted it on YouTube. It's on YouTube, my YouTube shorts. I'm hoping that she realizes she's in a little deep and just lets the dog be taken out of there, you know?
It's not a direct reflection on Andy by any, because he's in the chat.
And listen, I try not to, I really try to keep things separate, right? Because it's not his job to always clean up a mess. It's just not.
Can I
But
just
at
say,
the
when I
same
die,
time, he's so intertwined with the kids at this point, that it's difficult. But so like I tell Psycho Bunny at least 3 times a week, hi, be gross. Can you please tell him not to react? Because right now, she's gotta know, y'all. She's gotta know. Thanks, Becky. She's gotta know
I'm
that
telling you,
she's fucked.
when I die, I want to come back as one of Andy's dogs.
Yeah.
They're spoiled rotten, and
Uh,
I know he wouldn't stand for that.
right. And exactly. That's exactly the way you need to think about it, right? Because she's Grey Rock. She is doing things to hurt you, right? But she's legitimately proving that she is not a good parent. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. And I would 1000% have them into some sort of trauma therapy program a week ago, because it's necessary when growing up with that as a mother. And I use that term extremely loosely as well. But I can promise you that I don't hide anything that I do. I was never going to high flyers. I was never going to not claim. I think that everybody knew that I was in contact with the officials about the animals for months, and I was just waiting for something tangible.
And if Andy
And
needs help finding a place for trauma therapy, he can go on to NAMI.com.
oh, thank you, Ollie. Oh my God, Ollie, that's a cute puppy.
I
Oh,
know, huh?
look at that baby. He's a sheepadoodle. What is a sheepadoodle? What is
You lost me
a
with Doodle.
shepherd?
No, Old English Sheepdog Poodle mix.
That dog is so cute.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I was in a chat the other day, and I misread the name, and it was text, and I thought it said Newfie, and I got so excited because I thought they had a Newfie, and then I realized I read it wrong. Hi, Strawberry. Hi, Just Mary. I hope everybody is doing well. How are you up there, Chrissy?
I went out for lunch with Kat today.
Oh, fun.
We went the next town over and we had a sub, and then I brought her for a piece of cake that we call an orgasm.
Oh, I love
It's
that.
it's cheesecake on the bottom and chocolate on the top layer with a ganache on top of that. It's
Oh.
euphoric. It's an orgasm.
I
Yeah.
would like some cherries, some kind of tart cherries on top of that with a little bit of amaretto. Yes.
I got my sister. I was unsure. So she's 33 weeks, right? So I was unsure of what birthday cake to get her, like ice cream, but Carvel, but what kinds. So Carvel now has this cookie dough ice cream cake. So I was unsure between that and the strawberry shortcake. So I just got one of each. They were so
That's the way to
good.
do it. That's
It
the way
was
to
so
do
good.
it. And then we went to Target and I got a mini brand because I never did those. And then
Huh?
I saw the straw cappers and I was like, there's a coffee one. I'm getting it for
Yes.
Margaret.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
good with Anthony T.
So that's why you got the coffee straw thing.
Right. I haven't talked to, I don't talk to him the way I used to, but I don't talk to anybody the way I used to. Time. Like I don't have the time like I used to. You know what I mean? Well, 143 Katie, you could get them on the side. You know that, right?
See, I'm the
I love
asshole
Kat.
that eats all the
And
cookie
Kat
dough
has
junk.
all the animals. Oof. Will you be posting your shirts? So there's a link in my bio to the merch. Yeah, you can request extra crunchies, like they give it to you in like a cup. Yeah, I don't see him live anymore. I don't really talk to people. I used to be much more so Jill, I hope that she I'm working on some things that I really can't talk about publicly, but I'm hoping that she makes the right choice and lets somebody come in and take them out. That's what I'm hoping. But hi, California, Katie. Long time no see. Hi, always Ames. You guys always seem to come in when I'm ending.
Merch request. Can we do one with Get Your Coffee?
Get your coffees coming.
Thank you.
Get your coffees coming. My middle name is Karma is coming. Accountability Police with the In Villain We Trust is coming. And there was another one.
I love the Get Your Coffee because that's always something between you and I is
I can't
coffee.
remember. Villain, no. Fuck, what
You
was
have
the
Don't
other
Be a
one?
Piece of Shit today.
Oh, don't be a piece of shit today. That's it. You're right. You're right. There's so many. That's embarrassing is another one. There's so many. So and listen, he has a full-time job, so I can't expect him to not put the work in. To he has to do his job. Victoria's series almost done. Do you hear me as a sit the fuck down is another popular one. So I kind of got villainisms. Yep. I'm gonna text her right now actually, because the girl working on the server for Public Record, that's a classic, but that wasn't mine.
It never
That
could
I
be me
took
one.
from Nat.
I like that it can never be me one either.
Yeah, It Could Never Be Me is another one coming. There's a server being made for my paid subs. Paid subs. But she was in the hospital and she's been sick. So Dropbox
I
can't
think I'm
compete with my
privately,
Dropbox.
I think I'm gonna privately have two made for you and I that just says it's us.
It's definitely us, I'm
It's
telling you.
us.
More and more lately, I'm seeing, like, I don't know what happened, but it was like fucking portal opens and all these delusional motherfuckers just flew out of the portal. That's
Let's
how I feel about it.
let's be honest. How often do I text you about something with TikTok? Very rare. Yesterday I'm like bang, bang, bang. I'm like sorry, sorry, sorry.
I'm so and like I wish it's the drones. You're right though. I don't scroll TikTok anymore. I just really don't have the time to do that and everything else. Like I struggle keeping up with my comments. Okay. Because I don't want to just not.
It was probably a tooth.
No, it was probably the wrong pill.
On
Let me check my email before I end the live to see if they're there. Difference to me, right? You know what I'm saying? And you should want your kids to be better than you are. And that's not the kind of life that you're providing for them, Lori. Someone will. And if she is charged, it won't be public because it will be sealed. I hope everybody has a good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Try to stay safe on these TikTok streets, all right? Because people are wilding. They are wilding. Product of